All right, my man. State your name. Let them know you on Real Talk with Nick.
Okay, I'm on Real Talk with Knicks, Diego. Straight out of motherfucking Miami.
Oh, shit.
I'm fucking with you. What's good with you?
Oh, come on. So you Harlem Night.
I'm Harlem Night. You know it.
All right, man. And we're going to talk Knick basketball. Fresh topic. Obi being traded to the Indiana Pacers. Are you happy about that?
I think it was a good trade because I just think, me personally, I think he didn't reach the potential we thought he should be at this point. We haven't seen any growth from him. We expected him to be a superstar. We expected him to lead us like he led Dayton, and he just wasn't that. You know what I mean? In the playoffs, he didn't show up. He didn't show up when we needed him. You know, he just wasn't that. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for that role that we thought he should be at.
Now, I just interviewed Skip to my little brother, right?
Right.
Who happens to be sitting right next to you, right there.
Right. Yes, sir.
But we're going to chime on you.
Right.
Those are your sentiments when you speak of Obi. This man said that the NBA give out assignments. Meaning, hold on. Break down the assignments that you said the NBA give out.
So every game and every night before the game, right, you get a folder, right? And in the folder, it tells you, it's like a memo, right? It tells you what your assignment is for the day, what you're gonna do. Like if you're a forward, right, and you're playing against, let's say you're playing against let's say Simmons, you're playing against Hakeem Olajuwon, right? And you know the dream shake, right? So they got a scheme, a defensive scheme that they all know. If your job is to turn them one way, right, and that you're going to get help defense coming over on the other side. Offense might be when the play breaks down and the ball swings back, right, and the ball comes to you in the post, you go ahead and shoot it, right? Or your job might be to only set the pick. You know, everybody has an assignment.
Basically, you can't do what you want to do. There's limitations to your performance. So if you hearing that, do you still feel trading Obi to the Indiana Pacers was the right thing to do? How much of it was the assignment versus your ability to play?
I think it was more the ability to play. I didn't see him get better. Me personally.
Okay, I respect it. Okay. You personally?
Yes. Me personally. I didn't feel like we seen growth. We didn't see him emerging to be even an all-star. We seen a guy that's athletic, that could hit open shot here and there. He wasn't consistent. That's what I said. He wasn't consistent in being a role looking towards being an all-star. Okay. And we have too many of those kind of players on our team to hold them. You know what I mean? He's the best one out of those guys, so I would rather let him go and get something for him instead of letting him sit there and rotting away, because we can't use him.
Damn. But when Randle got hurt, they did utilize him.
Yes.
I mean, he had some pretty decent games, you know.
Right. But for what we seen him do at when he was in college, we expected to see glimpses of that on a nightly basis. And I just don't think he saw that.
And you put that more on Obi than on the coach, who's in control of dishing out the minutes?
I put that on Obi because when your time and that little window you get, you have to perform how we projected you to perform. Now, it takes a minute to open that window, but you have to do what you have to do in those times to gain the faith, even the people. Like, that guy, you know, and in the playoffs, he missed a couple wide open threes in the corner, and those are the times that you have to capitalize if you want that kind of respect.
Yeah, when your number is called, you got to be ready.
Right.
Everybody knows that. That's the thing they say, actually. You always hear them say that in interviews. You got to be ready when your number is called.
But, okay, so when we speak out of Obi, he was given what, like 12 minutes?
You have to do what you have to do in that time frame.
You got to make the best of that.
Because 12 we all learned from Jeremy Lin, 12 could turn to taking over the world with what you do in those 12. Now, if he hit those open shots consistently and he was then we would be like, nah. But he's just like another average NBA player. You see him one night and you don't see him for another 6 or 7 nights. Did he come and show you something? So I'd rather move forward and try to build because we already got enough of those kind of players on our bench in New York.
Okay, so New Yorkers is upset, divided when we speak of that of Obi, because we got 2 second-round picks, draft picks, right? You don't even know who those picks. I mean, you're giving away a role player. To me, I feel Obi plays off the ball better than Randle. Y'all might disagree or agree, I don't know. Where do you stand with that? Do you feel Obi's better off the ball where he can get others involved than Julius Randle?
No, I don't. I think Julius Randle, because you can see in the stats, Julius Randle averaged more assists than him. Julius Randle averaged more rebounds than him. Julius Randle averaged more points than him. And Julius Randle is more aggressive than he is. Obi Toppin is not bad, but he's just not that deal. And it took Randle a while to get our respect. Randle came and took his respect. Now, I'll tell the truth. When he first came, he was like, oh, no, we wanted Zion. Yo, chill. And he took our respect. He became that all-star player. Now, he got other things he got to work on. He got other things he has to work on. But we seen his game progress and get better as his journey in New York. And we didn't see that for Obi. And I didn't see the aggressiveness. It's the aggressive factor. When you're in New York, you got to have that aggressive factor in you, that dog. And I didn't see the dog in Obi. That's why I don't mind if he went on.
And you don't think New York is going to get the back end when Indiana Pacers play the New York Knicks?
I mean, hey, they might try to paint that narrative, but I still don't think he's consistent enough to do it. He might have a good game here and there, but knowing Thibodeau and his defense, I don't see it. What about you? What you think?
Yeah, I mean, I said that he's going to have a great season with the Pacers.
Right, because they could utilize him more.
Right, exactly. He might work in that system.
Right.
He might work. It don't work over there with the Knicks.
Now, and not take nothing from Obi too, it had something to do with coaching too, because you can tell he wasn't Thibodeau type of player.
Right.
You can tell. That's another thing that plays a part. Because if he was Thibodeau type of player, he should have been starting. That brother should have been starting, not coming off no bench. So with that athletic ability,
right.
You know what I mean? So I think he didn't work on his agile part of the game, knowing how to get the spots and get good shots, just like the guy from Lakers.
Austin Reeves?
No, not Hanache. The French guy. Not the other guy that was playing well.
Yeah.
You see how he worked on when he came from the Wizards. He worked on his game and learned how to get to spots and be effective. And remember, he came to LA with less than minutes, then his role grew when he performed when his number was called. And moving forward on Obi, hopefully in his career he knows when your number called, you have to perform. No matter what, it's no excuses. If you get 2 minutes, make that 2 minutes the best 2 minutes you've ever seen in anyone's life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So you don't leave that question mark on the table was should we or should have. It should have been no, because the talent we seen that brother showcase in college, we didn't get enough of that in New York. We didn't get enough of his athleticism.
That's right.
We supposed to see way more than that. We didn't get a chance to see it. We didn't see the dog, him coming down. Yeah. We didn't get that.
Okay.
And maybe we didn't give him time, because like one thing about New York, you know, our patience with them. People always get better when they leave us.
Right, Jesse, that's what I'm saying.
They didn't have patience with Ariza. We didn't have patience with David Lee. We didn't have patience with Zach Randolph. So, not saying that brother not gonna be good, but you know, New Yorkers, we don't have patience.
Right.
And I should
see, but you see what he said, right?
Man.
That's a normal thing for New York, right? When
Right.
they leave New York, they go there and they get
because
better.
people have patience with him and they give him a chance.
Right.
Because we know he has talent, but he has to be in the right system, and he has to be worked with to understand how to get to certain spots and be efficient at that spot.
Okay. All right. Moving right along, man. When I mentioned RJ Barrett, man, how do you feel about his development with the New York Knicks? Because some say, you know, let's get rid of him for Andrew Wiggins.
Hey, one thing I can say with RJ Barrett, no matter if his game is ugly or whatever, we know he progressed in those years. Each year you're seeing his number count go up. We know he works hard. He's just a silent killer. And my thing with him is, I think he just needs to work on being more consistent. We know the brother can play, but we need him to be more consistent, because he wasn't the #1 high school coming out of high school going into college for no reason. The brother puts in pain. He was the #1 prospect coming in, not Zion. He was the #1 prospect going into college. RJ Barrett.
I never liked this game.
He's got an awkward game,
I never liked it.
but the brother can play.
Now, I'm going to piggyback on what you just said. You never liked this game. I interviewed somebody who said that RJ Barrett, it hurted me for him say this shit. He said he's a young boy in an old man's body.
I agree.
And I'm like, God damn.
Because it looked awkward.
It's awkward.
Looked awkward.
I say it's awkward.
Yeah.
Like he's flat-footed, look like.
But Ginobili was awkward, and you've seen what happened. So he's awkward. But one thing, numbers don't lie. Each year, you've seen him progress. You've seen it. The numbers don't lie. The man went from 15.9 to damn near
17 points per average. And then in the postseason, I think he went up to like 19.
Right, so you see the man's progressing. Who knows what we'll see out of him this year? Yeah. That's the guy you don't pull the plug on him too quick.
Yeah, I agree.
So who complements his game? If you think of a Knick great or any player.
I think what we're getting and building together now is going to complement his game with more spacing. He needs spacing to get some of his shots off because he's awkward. He needs spacing. So bringing in a DiVincenzo for shooting, we needed more shooting on New York to complement a guy like him, or complement a guy like Brunson. We needed that. We needed more spacing. I think he needed spacing to do what he needed to do.
You wouldn't switch him to the 3?
Yeah, hell yeah. And he could defend the 3 too. The boy could defend. Yeah, he could go to the 3.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, some feel like, in particular, my boy Kevin Williams, he feel that's the problem, that he's not in the right position to strive and get the best out of him. That he's a wing.
That might be true too. I think that too. I think he would because one thing about it, the man got speed, the man got craftiness, and he has skills. He learned with some of the best players in the world. Steve Nash is his fucking godfather. Right. For Christ's sake. So we know the man has game.
Okay.
It's just sometimes he don't have the spacing to do what he needs to do.
So you're not on that wave of trading him for Andrew Wiggins?
I'm not going to say that now because Andrew Wiggins is a bad man. But who knows where Andrew Wiggins' mental state is going to be moving forward. Remember, he came back in the playoffs and he played well, but he got injured. We don't know if he's going to go back in a relapse thing about his prior problems. So we don't know what baggage he's coming with.
You know what? And I didn't know how important that was. I'm glad you mentioned that. Because during RJ Barrett draft class, right, you had Zion, you had John Morant.
Right.
And you look at, just speaking on those two players, John Morant, he's always in trouble with the gun situation. Zion Williams chasing females and shit. These are off the court issues that could affect your game.
Right.
And
I think that's NBA issues too. Because one thing, even with those two boys, you just see young boys being young boys. I mean, what could we say to a kid, even though we want him to be this model citizen, we want him to be more responsible, what could we say to a young kid that ain't never really been through nothing and you putting that much responsibility on?
You could tell him don't sign the contract.
Right.
That's what you got to do.
Or you can develop him before you make him into, even though he's a star, you can develop him off the court mentally before you put him in that role.
Right, but that's not the NBA job. That's not the NBA job. That's his father's job. That's his father's job.
Listen, who he work for?
That's what I mean. If you sign
he worked for the NBA. So that should be their assessment to make sure he has proper guidance because he's a kid.
Right, but this also, when you sign a contract, there's called the ethics clause, right? A morals clause, I mean. It's a morals clause where you have to act a certain way or you breach the contract. You see what I'm saying? You don't gotta sign the contract. It's just like when rappers go and sign the contracts and then they get mad that you get jerked for your money. You signed it.
Right, I did sign it at the moment when I'm coming in because I didn't expect to be like John Morant case. He probably didn't expect to be at the height he's at and get 200 or whatever amount of millions you gave him on the extension. He didn't expect that, so now it drives him crazy because I'm a young guy that never really seen much of nothing but what was given to me. Now I have my own and I can make decisions and I don't have nobody to walk me down that path. it's going to be difficult, especially when I'm relying on kids that's my same age. And we see that's what they do on Instagram. I ain't hurting nobody. I'm just doing what they're doing. Showing my gold teeth, showing the guns off, just showing that I'm about that life.
Okay.
And I don't think you should be blamed for that. We gotta look at us as a society. Because you didn't see Michael Jordan doing that. You didn't see it's us as a society.
Okay, let's piggyback on my brother here. Skip to my little big bro. You saying he got to be blamed? Why he got to be blamed?
Because he's not a kid. He's not a kid like under 21. Like, you know what I mean? You're talking about 16, 17, 18. Yeah, you know, you're in your learning stage. But we saw this already. He had to see Sebastian Telfair, Gilbert Arenas. You know, this is not new, right? We know when you growing up, you watching the NBA. Like you said, Jordan wasn't doing that, so you know what was set forth before you. You know what path you got to walk into, right? You can't blame the NBA because you don't know what to do with money, right? This is why they put you through. So it's another thing people don't know. When you first get drafted, right, you go through a 3-day or a couple-day thing where they make you put your phone up. You can't answer your phone. A whole bunch of funny stuff they put you in on these hotels, and you can't talk to your family members or nothing, right?
For the first 3 days?
Yeah.
Why is that?
So it's like the design to make the people who are not there for you, like for the right reasons, they're gonna naturally get upset. Oh, you ain't answering my phone now? Just the first thing gonna happen. The people who not there for the right reasons. This nigga ain't answering my phone. See what I'm saying? I told you it was gonna happen. Soon as it did, you know what I mean? So this happens. So they wean those people off.
So basically, you saying, if I can interject, is that they break you in to as your slave, modern slave. You're now our property. You think like how we want you to think.
Well,
you move
also,
the way you want.
Well, that could be taken that way. I see it, but also showing you how to protect the investment. So like when 50 Cent signed, right? When 50 Cent got his deal, whatever, then they blew up. It was like, whoa. He's like, yo. I mean, before they blew up the second one with Dre and them, they told him, look, you was called a high risk investment because you got shot. You could damage this investment, this contract, this money. So it's the same thing with an NBA player. Jason Williams, you see when he rode the motorcycle, messed himself up. They told Allen Iverson, you're not allowed to ride no motorcycle. You know what I mean? You can't ride no motorcycle.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah. You're not allowed to ride the motorcycle.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because if you get hurt, you fucking up this investment. So when you do this, you are messing around with these people's money. You understand? These are $1 billion, not $1 million. These are $1 billion industries.
I would like to chime in. I think that's an understatement. You feel me? Because it's not about the money, it's about the talent. It's not about the money, it's about the talent. The money is nothing without the talent. And the talent is nothing without the money. So the landscape of how things is done and projected should be looked at a little closer, because if he didn't have that talent, you think that guy would be investing that money in him?
Nah, they gonna find somebody else.
And if he didn't offer the right amount of money, you think that kid would sign with him? So it's basically like a 50-50 partnership.
Or maybe 60-40.
It can't be 50-50.
How? Because listen, it's how many basketball players in this ball? Say about 5, 6, 7, 8. We don't recognize no one until we see the potential talent and stardom in it. And that's how it goes in the world. Wait. But
that's just recognize the talent. But you're forgetting about the business, right? Let's say if I got a store, right, and you make shoes, right?
Right.
You the one with the talent, but I'm the one with the store.
What's more important in that moment? Let me ask you that.
Me.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I'm the one who's gonna sell your shit. Right. What you gonna do with your talent?
You go and tell that to 1,000.
No, just tell me what you gonna do with your talent.
Go tell that to 1,000 failed businesses that couldn't get the right talent at the right time. It's about timing, and it's about getting the right talent to go with what you got. You have the establishment.
Talent is anywhere.
You can
find talent anywhere.
No, you can't. How many Michael Jordans can you find? I'm just keeping it real with
Man
you.
said that's different.
No, I'm just saying you can't.
That's not a talent. That's a specialty.
I'm just saying you can't find talent.
You can
anywhere.
find
You
talent
can find
anywhere,
people,
bro.
You can find
Yes, you
people
can.
that does the same thing.
There's also hidden talent.
That's talent.
Right.
That's talent.
That means everybody will be in the NBA.
No, everybody has talent, but talent ain't the only thing that gets you to the NBA. See, the NBA was something. This is what I'm saying. You putting what's there before it, right? The NBA was there before, right? Ja Morant or them people ever
It
come.
wasn't there before basketball. It wasn't there before the players. The players make the game. Just like if our players
The
really
players
thought,
make the game, but they don't make the business. This is what I'm saying. The NBA is a business. The NBA is not basketball. They didn't create basketball.
who brings the people to the stands? The person that has the stands or the people that's playing in it?
The people that has the stand.
No, that's
Where
incorrect.
you gonna go if we don't got an arena? Where you
Why
gonna
you
go?
think they have draft classes?
Where they
so
gonna play
can-
at? Where they gonna play at? Where they gonna play at?
Son, you can play anywhere. When you have what
No,
people want,
no.
people go, social media has shown when you have something that the people want, we will go the distance to get to it.
Right.
That's
But now,
the truth.
see now, say for instance, right? Like the Rucker, right? You got the Rucker. You could play ball anywhere, right? There's parks everywhere, but it's different going to the Rucker, right? You could play ball anywhere. It's different going to the Kingdom.
And
Right.
what makes it different?
The legacy.
The talent
It's the
that's
legacy.
in there.
Right. The talent is there,
That's the difference.
but look what I'm saying. The talent comes every
That's
year,
one
right?
person question.
Right? When you have what's his name? Pee Wee Kirkland, right? After they died, did the talent stop coming?
No.
No,
That's
right?
one question.
Because talent is
You should
every.
know
It kept on
You
coming.
should know personally. You think Skip would have made it to the NBA without playing in the Ruckers?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, because he working.
Now, I'm gonna ask you,
He working.
being
See,
that you
wait,
said
let
that,
me answer this, because that's the misconception about a lot of people. A lot of people think he just went to the Rucker and then went to the NBA. Hell no, he was a legit player, a legit point guard. Like studying the game, not doing the tricks. This is just what they saw there. That's what made it famous. And this is what I'm saying. When you could be an independent artist, right? And you can make $1 million, right? That's all your money, right? But if you sign with the major, right, you can make less money, right?
right?
And go global.
I agree.
You see what I'm saying?
Because
The person who
you got
has
more promotional
the
backing.
power. Exactly.
Right.
So
Yeah.
now you can have the talent, but if you don't got the machine behind you, you can't do it.
Can I
See
interject
what I'm
on that?
saying? The NBA is the machine.
Because as an independent artist, you could sell 25,000 copies, and that's a success for a major.
Yeah.
They'll look at you and be like, damn, without no major promotional backing,
Now look
and
what
you
I
so
can do. You see
yeah,
what I'm
let me
saying?
come grab you.
Now you can do it. Now with your talent, I could take your talent and take this to the moon. See? But with just the talent, you can't go to the moon, my man.
Well, if that's the
You
case,
can't make it there.
If that's the case,
And there's a lot of Joe Hammonds out here,
Lot
too.
of them. Lot of them. Lot of niggas that was nice and ball that ain't make it. Lot of niggas.
And why you think they didn't make it?
Because they didn't have that machine behind them. A lot of people don't get it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wait, I forgot. I thought you was coming back to ask me my number. Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm
But
house trained. You can put a leash on me.
I ain't gonna lie. To a certain extent, the machine does mean something. But like I said, coming into the conversation, social media has shown us that we don't need the machine to go to the moon. You just need to be seen. You just need to be seen. And social media has shown you don't need the machine to get it done. You just need to be seen.
Right. What I think it is that you are.
all right, man. We can go back and forth because this is a good.
Because what you're saying, right, is you don't need the machine to be seen, right? We don't need it to make it. We can make money. We can do all of that stuff, right? But what I'm saying is those people who get discovered, right? Those people get discovered on social media, right? If you just leave them there doing that, right? They just gonna be there. You understand what I'm saying? Unless those people who discover them take them out there and put them in a place that, in a position that can benefit and be larger, they just gonna be there on their phone in their crib doing this stuff. You understand what I'm saying? You're not going to Hollywood by sitting in your crib doing this on social media. You understand what I'm saying? You're not gonna be making movies about it. People see you to see your talent, discover it, then take that talent and put it in movies, put it in music, put it in the NBA. Other people could go to, you see Lance Stevenson, go overseas, but it ain't the same. It ain't the same machine. You can't do that without that machine. You see what I'm saying?
This is a good debate discussion, man. I want people in the comments to chime in and put your inputs in. But let me close it out with another question. Jalen Brunson is the best point guard on the Knicks.
More another day, 'cause I got more. I want to do Lance Stevenson. He want to come to the Knicks. Evan Fournier.
Evan Fournier is not happy. We can start there. Evan Fournier said, "Listen, he's pissed off."
Yeah, he said, "I'd rather be shot."
Bro, I think he was disrespected. He was disrespected highly because we didn't utilize a gun that we had loaded in the playoffs, and it hurt us. It hurt us.
He said, "Yo, if y'all ain't want to play me or y'all had intentions on trading me, why y'all ain't give me minutes, man?
Right.
To boost up my trade value." He said I was fourth in the league
in percentages. Yes, he
concerning shooting behind the arc.
See what I'm saying?
And you know, like I know, like every Knicks fan know, Miami showed we could have utilized him. If we'd have had more shooting, we would have beat Miami. We'd have been in the Eastern Conference Finals.
So is it safe to say, I'm glad you said that, that Tom Thibodeau is the cause of us not advancing? Because you got Evan Fournier.
I'm going to say it. I'm going to go out and say it because you did it to Derrick Rose. You did it to Eric Fournier. Tom Thibodeau wasn't the right coach for New York with that team. And it hurt a lot of players like Obi. It hurt players like Fournier. It hurt players like Derrick Rose. Well, you don't leave Derrick Rose buried on no bench, not in no playoff time. You don't do it. He has his savvy, he has the experience.
Right.
And what's crazy, a lot of New Yorkers, including myself, you speak of Knicks fans, thought that he was giving Derrick Rose to Jarrett, what's that boy that was tutoring the Knicks a few years back?
Jared Dudley?
Jared Jack, what was his name?
Jack, my son that used to play for Golden State. My son with the boy that looked like Steph.
Oh, Jared Jack.
Jared Jack. We thought we was giving him an early retirement, sitting him on the bench. Come to find out, Derrick Rose said, "Nah, I wanted to play."
But I like his professionalism. I like how he kept his poise on the bench, and now he's in a better position in Memphis. And I pray that he has the best. But you don't leave a talent like that buried on the bench. He showed us last year in the playoffs what he could do.
Yo, but I said that the last time.
Heart and grit, you cannot fucking coach.
And the New York Knicks, this is the normal thing they do.
And I would like for us to get some answers from Tom Thibodeau. Why did he do that? Why would you leave a hired gun?
So look in the camera and ask the question.
Yo, Tom, why would you leave a hired gun and Fournier on the bench and a dog like Derrick Rose buried on the bench for inexperienced players like Bridges and my man Grimes? No disrespect to them, but in playoff time, you got to go with experience, brother. Experience. And you got out-coached and you got out-wit, and we need answers.
Damn. And that's what it is, man. I want to thank everyone for coming on Real Talk with Nick. We got the OGs in the park of Marcus Garvey asking questions, man.
Right.
Deep questions, man.
Answers.
And we need answers, man.
You do.
Quick
Quick.
in a hurry, man. And we out. Peace.